women perform better and make fewer mistakes when on their period, new research says. Alright, so we have something to our bizarre. A new study testing women's ability to react and foresee challenges what women and perhaps society more generally assume about their abilities when they are on their periods, and it is surprisingly positive. The physical and emotional toll of menstruating is real and widespread for many women, but new research challenges the assumption that women perform worse on their periods. Just the opposite, it has found women are quicker at reacting and make fewer mistakes while menstruating. Oh my god, I do not even want to read this. I feel so dirty reading this, but whatever. It's science, alright? So anything for the science, right? However, the study by University College London and the Institute of Sport, Exercise and Health found between ovulation and menstruation a period known as the luteal phase. Women showed slow reaction times and poor timing anticipations. There were also more errors noticed around ovulation. The research is surprising as women tend to report feeling worse on their periods, including lower mood and suffering physical symptoms. Yes, obviously. Writing in the journal Neuropsychology, the researchers said a significant proportion of females felt that their symptoms were negatively affecting their cognitive performance during menstruation on testing days, which was incongruent with their actual performance. The study saw 241 men and women take online tests and having their moods and symptoms recorded. They were tested twice, 14 days apart, for reaction times, attention, and ability to relate to visual information, as well as anticipation when something might happen. As the tests were designed to mimic mental processes that are typical in team sports, there was no difference between men and women's reaction and accuracy, but the results for females specifically challenge what women and perhaps society more generally assume about their ability at this particular time of the month. Dr. Flaminia Wonka, first author of the study, said. In one test, participants were shown smiling or winking faces and asked to press the spacebar only when they saw a smiley face. This tested inhibition, attention, reaction time, and accuracy. In another, people were asked to identify and mirror images in a 3D rotation task, while a further test asks them to click when two moving balls collided on screen. I mean, I'm not sure if this proves anything, alright. This has to do more like with people's reaction time, and I mean, there's no default reaction time on human. Everyone has a different reaction times. It depends. If you work out, then if you box, basically, if you move yourself in intense phases, then your reaction time is going to be better. I mean, and also, I mean, not every day is the same. So I mean, this is a bit. I mean, it can definitely provide you data. However, you should not be putting you should definitely take them with a tiny bit a grain of salt. The results show that for women on their periods, timing was on average 10 milliseconds, 12% more accurate in the moving balls task, and they pressed the spacebar at the wrong time, 25% was in the inhibition task. In contrast, women's reactions were slow during the luteal phase of the cycle, an average of 10 to 20 milliseconds slower compared to with being in any other phase. I mean, yes, when you are feeling something is happening with your body, then you don't concentrate as precise as you would normally do. I mean, this is completely normal. They didn't make more errors in this phase, however. Dr. Yonka said, I hope that this will provide the basis for positive conversation between coaches and athletes about perceptions and performance. How we feel doesn't always reflect how we perform. She stressed the study did not measure IQ or intelligence, so it therefore could not be suggested that women were more or less intelligent at any given phase of their cycle. This is it. I don't really know what to say about this, okay? I mean, it's an interesting study. However, how reliable it is, arguable, definitely. It's arguable at best. As I said before, your reaction time and everything really depends upon your health style. How often you train, how often you work out, and I mean, if you have more healthy lifestyle than average, then your reaction times will generally be a bit better than those who do not really work out that much. And then it's again pressing spacebar. So I mean, if you spend a lot of time on computer, if you play video games, shooter games, then obviously your reaction time is also going to be very good because if you play COD or Battlefield or any other games that requires you to make fast movements, then obviously your reflexes will be much higher. So I don't really think this is a very useful metric to value the human capacity to react and to be accurate, as I mean, this is something that can be trained, definitely. But I mean, it is an interesting data, and there is probably something to it. However, there should always be a bit grain of salt, because I mean, reflexes, you can train them in various ways. Moving on.